D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. I will also leave down in the description the articles that I read for these 3 stories, and you can read them for yourself and maybe come to your own conclusions, and it might be different from mine. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right in. So for my first story, it looks like Jason Bateman is going to direct and star in with Ryan Reynolds in a new Clue movie, so a Clue reboot. And and I like this very much. I like this idea and everything. And they are going to be adding a new character. Now, that character is going to be called Dr. Orchid, and I think that it will probably be add a little bit of diversity to the cast and everything of and the group of characters that are in the movie / the game. And now, the old school movie I like a lot. It's really great, and it's got a lot of actors back then, which we'll talk about in just a second. And now Hasbro is co-producing this movie. So they're paying for half of the movie, and I'm pretty sure that after this movie comes out, you'll definitely be seeing Dr. Orchid, like I said, as a character that you can play in the board game, which I think that's quite interesting. Now, Ryan Reynolds has been attached to the Clue movie for quite a while now. And of course, he's the part that I really get excited about this movie. I think that he's just, after Deadpool, he just really just blew up and everything. So now it's like everything you see him in, you just want to see him in it. So now the first movie that came out a while ago, I didn't write down what year it came out, but they made it back in the day, and it starred a lot of famous people of the time, and I personally love this movie. It had Curry in it, and some other people, I can't remember their names, and I didn't write it down because I'm a big dope, but anyway, so I think that it's funny how Jason Bateman, who is joining the cast, and also is directing this movie, just recently started a movie called Game Night, which was about playing games. So that's really interesting and kind of funny and like a little ironic and everything. Now, of course, Bateman is coming off of his recent win for Best Directed Episode in Ozark. And by the way, if you're not watching Ozark, I suggest you get right on it. They just started filming / production on season 3, which I cannot wait for. I really like that show a lot. And they haven't even finished season 3, so you right now have time to catch up with season 1 and 2. Now, this will be the 3rd movie that Jason Bateman has directed. And Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman have played opposite each other in movies before. I can't remember the name of it. They did like a Freaky Friday kind of movie where these 2 totally different guys switch bodies. Ryan Reynolds is single and getting a lot of play, and Jason Bateman's a dad and everything, and they just switch bodies and everything. Now, the writers for this are the writers of Deadpool, so yay. And I think that this movie is shaping up to be excellent. Now, I love the game Clue, and I also love that movie from way back in the day, and so I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this movie a lot. And I also think that this will be a win for Hasbro, who hasn't had the best track record at the moment when it comes to movies. I mean, Transformers was not good, and Gem and the Holograms, in my opinion, was a total abortion, which is a bummer because I really like Gem and the Holograms. So I think that this is just sounding really, really great. Okay, so for my second story, Obi-Wan the TV show has found a director. Now, a TV show like this usually has multiple directors, so I don't know why they're calling her the director, and maybe they're going to make the show differently and just have one director just make one big long movie. Now, but anyway, it's going to be directed by Deborah Chow, who is on Kathleen Kennedy's radar for directing an episode of The Mandalorian. Now, Kathleen Kennedy did reveal at D23 that all the scripts for this will be have been written, and they will be one show. And they're going to start shooting next year. Sorry about that. Now, I do have mixed feelings as far as this goes. I am happy to see a female director get a chance, but at the same time, I do not like her body of work. She's directed some American Gods, Man in the High Castle, Better Call Saul, and Jessica Jones, which that last one, I honestly think that the directing was the weakest part of that show. So this makes me a little bit nervous because of the action, and you've got the same, you've got a lot of action in these type of shows, and I think that it's very important. And I also think that if women want to become very successful directors, they have to become good action directors. So, and I do want women to become experienced directors. Even with male directors, they say it takes one movie to get the hang of it, of directing action sequences. So, for instance, Chris Nolan needed Batman Begins before he could do The Dark Knight. So I think I don't need Deborah Chow getting broken in with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just want it to turn out well, but I don't want her to get her experience from a show that I want to be do really well. So this project has a lot of red flags in it so far, and I would say the biggest red flag is the writer. Now his name is Hossein Amani. Don't judge me on the pronunciation of that. And he wrote Snow White and the Huntsman, 47 Ronin, Two Faces of January. Good movie, but so slow. Jeez, oh, Pete, took me forever to get through that one. It took me 2 days to get through that one. Anyways, Other Kind of Traitor, and The Snowman. If you watch The Snowman, I am sorry. You wasted some crazy time on that one. Now, I don't know why anybody would hire this man to write their TV show, but Kathleen Kennedy did, and chalked that one up to another one of her great ideas, because she's so full of them when it comes to Star Wars. And I really want this show to turn out well, because I really want Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really want to know Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. And now that we're getting an 8-hour movie, I'm excited for it. But at the same time, there's just so many red flags with this project that I'm very nervous about it, and I don't know what we're gonna do. All right, so that's the second story. So for the last story, the third story. Say goodbye to Nightwing, because Dick Grayson is DC's new, spoiler warning, Talon. That's right. Now, this may not have been, never know what the story was originally planned for Nightwing post brain injury. And what happened was, okay, so in Nightwing, Dick Grayson gets shot in the head. Like, he gets straight up shot in the head and everything, and he's in a coma, and then he comes out of the coma, and he no longer is Nightwing. It looks like he's gonna be Talon, working for the Court of Owls. Now, like I was just saying, we didn't know what the original story was planned for Nightwing post brain injury before writer Benjamin Percy's run was cut short. I don't know what he had planned for Dick Grayson, but he might not have had plans for him to become the new Talon for the Court of Owls. And if you read the Court of Owls, actually Dick Grayson was bred / was going to be conditioned to become a Talon anyway. So this is just, maybe unforeseen or foreseen prophecy. What is that? Oh gosh, prophecy fulfillment. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, so that's super fun. It's going to be in Nightwing number 66. So if you're interested, just check that out. I will definitely be reading it just because I love comic books and I love DC comic books. So it'll be interesting seeing this new take on this classic character. So tell me, what do you guys think about these 3 stories that I'm sharing with you today? How do you feel about Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds directing and starring in the new Clue movie? And do you like the old one and all that stuff? How do you feel about Deborah Chow becoming the director for the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus streaming service show? Are you guys excited about? I'm excited about the show, but I don't know how about the director. And then how do you feel about Nightwing becoming the new Talon for the Court of Owls? If you read comic books, go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next Sunday on my weekend review. Have a good week, guys. Bye. Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my Week in Review.